He almost doesn't hear it now. He's got practice. For the 10 years he's lived here, he has heard it and done nothing. Maybe 100 times. Like everybody. Maybe somebody smoked too close to a detector, or some kid pulled it as a joke. Well, the joke's on you, kid. It takes more than that to get him out of bed. But even for this guy, trying to ignore it for 15 minutes at 7 a.m. on a Sunday, it's a bit too much. Hopefully, it will stop any minute now. Any minute. He feels his wife moving, and then jump awake. There's smoke, and if like a switch turning on, the acrid smell fills his senses. Like burning tire. He's now running behind his wife. Somehow. Get the kids, he tells her. And now he's standing in front of a big window. He doesn't remember grabbing his glasses, but he has them because he cannot see without them. There's a crowd in pajamas looking up. And are those firefighters? Oh no. He's almost at the top floor with his wife, a 3-year-old kid, and a baby. And whatever is happening didn't just started happening. It probably started. Half a second later, he's at one of the kids' rooms. His wife is tending the baby in the other one. Okay, buddy, time to wake up. The kid complains. It's too early. For some reason, his first instinct is to pick him up, grab his flip-flops, and take him to the bathroom so that he can pee. Then a shadow to the left. He turns. His wife is standing at the bathroom door with the baby in one hand and a diaper in the other. Let's go, she says. He's almost done. Today we don't wash your hands, okay? Go with mom. Dad goes to his own room. He realizes that at one point he must have put on pants, but he has no sweater. He's at the closet now. It's full of clothes, but he cannot find his sweater. I have your sweater, his wife yells. Is this a dream? He grabs the cell phone and his wallet. Let's go, he tells his wife. Picks up the kid, locks the door. His wife knocks at the neighbor's doors, but nobody answered. She doesn't know if they heard her, or if they are even there. So they leave. But from the corner of his eye, he sees the door to his apartment, and for an instant, flashes every sacrifice, every boss he's had, every moment he has been away from his family, working at jobs he hated, to build a home. In there, he's leaving it all behind. But by year 35, he knows that he's taking his home with him. He's carrying about 30 pounds of it, so he doesn't look back. But what he also knows and feels, shivering at the back of his mind, and what the smell doesn't let him forget, is that he is willingly taking what matters to him the most to wherever fiery hell is waiting for them below. And then stares. His wife is hysterical. Calm down, he says to her, as if those words have ever calmed down anybody. He knows her, and he knows what she is thinking. She cannot believe this is happening. Why didn't anybody come and get them? Or use the intercom? Did nobody below notice they were not there? He understands why she is upset, but he doesn't blame them. She knocked at the neighbor's doors. The thought never crossed his mind. He knows that if they survive this, he will have to reflect on that. How long have they been going down? A slim glass panel on each floor shows the fire trucks and the ambulances below, but they are very much out of reach. Stairs and stairs and stairs and stairs and stairs. Then it gets darker inside, and the smell gets worse. They don't slow down. They can't. Whatever lays ahead, they are past the point of no return. It's coming. In his mind's eye, he already sees the walls of fire, closing in from all directions. Terrified, he holds his family tight and wonders what lie will come from his lips first. Everything will be fine. This is nothing. Close your eyes. And suddenly, he understands why his first instinct was to take his son to the bathroom when he woke him up. Because deep down, he always knew it would come to this. And when it happened, if he had failed to protect him as a father should, he would have at least done that, so that he would feel some type of comfort, no matter how small, before the end. Then to the left, black hell. This is what hell smells like. And then he feels it. A creature. It grabbed his foot, and out of the shadows, its head. It approaches. That looks down at the tentacle at his feet. It's a fire hose. Outside his mind, there was no fire. Only water on the floor. The head of the creature is a helmet, and the black hell is what remains after actual hell is put out. The firefighter looks at him, and Dad sees surprise in the man's eyes. He didn't expect to see anybody at this point. Is it safe to go down? Yes, hurry, hurry! That's the only thing the man said, and then he was gone. They tiptoe around the tentacles of the creature, and steal into more stairs, hoping this was the worst of it. His wife is struggling. The baby has always been big for his age, and somehow heavier than his older and slimmer brother. Give me the baby, he says. They switched. Then she is stricken. They stop for a second. On top of everything, she notices that the older kid is missing a shoe. This is the least important thing right now. But it took her so much to find these shoes that fit and that he liked. He's been flapping his feet, he tells her. He probably thinks this is an adventure. He's happy. Her face tries to smile but fails. Just sadness. But they have to keep moving. And soon after, they reach the bottom of the stairs. A second firefighter greets them, and then another, and they help them out of the stairway. Once out of the lobby, he looks up with dread, worrying to see the bite of the fire on the building. But from the outside, there is almost none. Still wary, they move out of reach of falling debris. He looks around and realizes that he and his family are now one with the crowd. They are now the ones looking up. Reluctantly, he scans the windows, looking for his apartment, afraid to see himself still up there, looking down at the crowd, in a dream. But he doesn't see himself. This was not a dream. It was a nightmare. And it ends with his wife turning around, her face darkened from the smoke. And it turns out the guy was me. Hello, I'm Edgar Miranda. The affected apartment suffered 2 explosions. One from the fridge and another one from an AC. Their little dog alerted them, so Mom, Dad, and a 4-month-old baby and their pet were outside the apartment when the worst happened. There was no loss of life that day, but I'll never forget going down those stairs with my family, the helplessness and that terrible smell, and what could have happened. But if you are still here at the end, let me share that despite everything, this story had a happy ending after all.